Hello, beautiful people. It's Sinderfam. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're back again with another video from the Whatever podcast. Let's check it out.
It's not debate. I'm sorry, it's not debatable. We're way stronger than women are. It's going to take men to restrain violent males.
I don't
Do you
think that's
disagree with
necessarily
that?
true. I don't know. I don't know of any evidence for or
Men
against,
have on
but
average
So why do
3
men
times.
have to
men
protect
have
from
hold
other
on,
men?
I
hold
can
on.
demonstrate
Men
this
have on average
logically.
3 times
I can
greater
demonstrate this
upper
logically
body
for you.
strength than
I've
women
had,
do,
like-
even without training.
I've been raising my
Okay,
hand for a while.
One sec.
fine.
Wait, do you take issue with the position that men are physically stronger than women?
I don't like that it's used, but I don't have any evidence for or against. I think that women can be physically strong.
They-
but
Nobody's
I know
saying they
that
can't be physically strong. I mean, she
We're
can
not-
she
well-
can hip thrust
It's a-
600 pounds,
Yeah.
but like
If I were to ask you this easy question, pretend that you were in charge of a prison, and you could hire all female prison guards for the most violent criminals on planet Earth, or all male prison guards with the exact same qualifications. Which ones would you hire?
the strongest. Period.
Which
Okay,
Like,
which
men.
ones are going to be the strongest, do you think?
If I have no
Maybe I can add to that.
evidence for who is going to be
Maybe
stronger.
maybe I can add to that.
Like,
what do
just
you mean you
based
have no
off-
evidence? Life
Based-
experience. Men are stronger than women are almost
Just
always.
based off gender, I could not pick who is going to serve my people the
Here,
best.
let me ask you a question.
Like, right?
Let me ask you a question. The 100 strongest people in the entire world right now, are they men or women?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
They're men.
Okay, and I believe you guys, and I support you.
It's not. You.
The point is
This is
you're
a
saying-
layup.
This is crazy. The point you're saying that you've never seen any evidence that like basically men are on average stronger than women. What about like life as a whole? Like
It's obvious. There's 3 men. There's 3 men cornering her. Like she can't like answer.
no,
the
it's
Wait,
not-
question.
no,
I'm not-
hold
I'm
on.
not
May I
trying
say
to
something?
corner you.
Yeah, go
When-
ahead, Steph.
What do you mean?
When
These are
they-
big, these are
I've
big,
been-
strong women. What do you mean?
Because
They
you
can't
guys
get
have like
cornered?
10 years
I've
on
been
her,
raising my
and
hand
like
for, like, the
you guys
past
are
5
obviously
minutes.
know your points a little bit.
Okay,
a lot
so-
Okay,
more.
that's meta. That's irrelevant.
When they
Well,
draft it, when there was
it's
a
real.
draft, why would they choose? Why is it only men?
That's a good question. I
Well,
wasn't
now
there.
it's going to have to be women
Okay.
soon. So
Yeah,
probably
unfortunately,
never will be,
because feminists are fighting for equality, so now we're going to get it.
So in the Bible,
It's because there's
it
no
always
men
has
going
stated
into the
that
army.
One at
men
a time,
are
please.
protectors.
one person at a time. You go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's been stated in the Bible that men are protectors. So yeah.
Right, because they do a better job protecting
Okay.
women.
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah.
I have always felt more protected by my mom
So
than I
why
have
would-
by my
Okay,
dad.
but that's
No
fine.
offense to my dad.
I would like to ask again. The 100 strongest people in the world currently, are they men or are they women?
it's
I haven't
obviously
looked,
men.
But since you guys are asking the question, I'm going to safely assume that it's men, and I do not
Why?
have a problem with that. And I mean,
the richest people are men. All the billionaires are men.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200. All may be saved through Christ. No man can save the girls on the right, so let's stop trying.
Let's
There's no
go.
utopia. Without a rudder all ships run aground. Without direction all efforts fail. Reality weeps.
Okay, it sounded like you had
Grid one's
something.
always
Yeah,
on
I've had
point.
something like probably like 10 minutes ago. Let me think about it because I probably forgot it.
Before she thinks of what she wants to say, now let me just jump off to say this, or jump in really quickly to say this. Now, this is the problem. This is the reason why modern feminists are the problem, because they made modern women believe or think that they can compete with men and they can be as strong as men, or they can be equal as men. Because listen, regardless of how it is, even the example Andrew made here, even in prison, say you want to employ prison guards, it's not going to be the strongest, it's going to be men. Averagely, if you are to employ 10 prison guards, you would have 9 men, or majorly, let's say averagely, would be 7 men and 3 women. You want to know why? Because men are fit and capable to do the job. Because listen, one deck, when a violent prisoner would deck a woman, the woman cannot even survive it. I don't know who is telling who, or who is deceiving these women to tell them that a woman can be strong, or a woman can be as strong as a man, or statistically a woman can be as strong as a man. See, listen, if it is delulu or it is fantasy, they should stop it. Because even in reality, even with your church mind, you know that arm's way, if you're in arm's way, you will not be calling a woman to come and defend you. It is a man that you're also going to call to defend you. If somebody were to attack your home, you will not be calling your best friend or your girlfriend or your BFF, the girlfriend, to come and rescue you. It is still a man that you will be calling or you will call. At the end of the day, you know the truth. But feminists choose to tell these modern women a lie, and these modern women choose to believe in this lie and live in the delulu. I don't know who is feeding them this narrative, but reality, a woman and a man cannot compete. Strength wise is not equal. It can never be. Never in history has it been heard of. And that is how it is.
It's like 10 minutes ago I raised my hand. So do you think that a matriarchy society just means that, like, because like he sent that question that was like men on one island and women on one island, and then the men were fine and the women weren't. So do you just think that like society should be only men?
No.
Like, what's like the solution? Because you seem to think that like women don't have like a value in any
No,
way.
no, certainly not.
That's
That's
What's
not
value
what we're
is
saying.
to breed and be in the
That's
kitchen.
not
What's
what
the
saying.
value of a woman if it's not? Because like all you're explaining is that men are stronger.
Her value is in her reproductive ability and her ability to take care
What
of her
if
family.
a woman was infertile?
What if she was?
Yeah, what if she was? Does
What
that
if she
make
was?
does that
Then what
mean
would
that
her
her purpose has failed?
I know, but I think that it makes her, generally speaking, less valuable to men inside of that society,
That's-
wouldn't you say?
So you like this society under like a
you
Reagan
think that
presidency?
she's less valuable as a person?
no,
Wait,
that's not what I said.
Under
Hang on,
God.
Are you saying- are you-
repeat what I said? Repeat what I said.
You think societally people would
hang
find
on.
her
Let me say it again.
less valuable?
I said that the men inside that society, where women cannot reproduce or a woman can't reproduce, are probably going to find her less valuable.
In terms of a dating
No.
and romantic.
Yeah, well, not just in terms of dating and romantic,
That's not a
but
popular
here's the thing.
opinion. A lot of
Let's
people don't
just
wanna have
walk it through.
children.
Walk it through logically. Do you think that women are equipped to do the same kinds of jobs that men are equipped to do?
No, but are men equipped to do all the same jobs that women are
Yes.
allowed to? No.
What job can women do that men can't?
It's vice versa.
Reproduce. I'm sorry, not reproduce. Give birth.
That's
Bear
not. I
children.
mean, that's not a job. It's
Yeah.
part of your biological makeup. But when I'm asking you, where are all of the female stonemasons? Where's all the female Green Berets? There's not a single one. There's not a single female Navy SEAL. There's not a single
Because we
female.
aren't raised that way.
There's not a single.
Nobody
No,
told
hang on,
me
hang on.
to
We're not
sacrifice
raised
my
that
family.
way.
Hang on, let me
To be
finish. I'm almost
fair,
done. I'm almost done.
I think that women could hypothetically
Do you-
do those jobs, right?
Right.
Just like men could hypothetically do a traditional woman's
No,
job.
they
Do you
can't.
think? Do you
But-
think you
Explain
guys
why.
would succeed the same way?
Typically,
as a
it's
Ladies,
not
process
ladies,
actually
ladies,
does?
ladies,
Can I
ladies,
please
stop,
talk?
stop.
Can I please stop?
Stop.
But typically, right, stereotypically, that there's a reason why men primarily have those jobs and they're better at those jobs,
Yeah.
right? But
What do you think? What do you think that
hypothetically-
reason is?
Biology, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying there's hypothetically there could be an outlier, right?
Yeah,
that
but
a
we're
woman
not-
could be a
We're
Green
not
Beret
pushing
or
anything
whatever.
as a monolith.
Yeah.
Okay, so my argument has nothing to do with anything
James
being based
Sexton
around that.
donated
Women-
Oh,
$200.
hold on.
Now that I've heard these Mensa members talk, I'm feeling really disappointed about none of them wanting to date me. Looking forward to coming on the show soon, Brian. And great to see Andrew here.
Yeah, thank
It's
you,
great
James.
to see you too,
I'm
Sexton.
sorry you were too old.
Love you,
what were you
James.
saying?
So just kind of so that you understand, we're not talking in monoliths, okay? So I'm not saying everyone can't ever do
You said
X.
name a job that
Right.
that a woman
Yeah,
can't
that-
do that a man can.
Yeah,
But-
so what,
so
I'm,
if we're
what I'm
talking about
talking, and I'm
exceeding-
clarifying right now so that you understand,
Okay.
this is not a monolith. It's not, I wouldn't even think I'd have to explain this, but I guess I do. It's not, nothing's ever expressed in a monolith. So I'm not saying there could never be a hypothetical woman who does X. I'm just saying that if you look at what men do, okay? If you look at just basic jobs which are done outside, like roofing, for instance, this is a really good one. Female physiology actually is not equipped to deal with that because of heat extremes. So you guys like studies. You like studies. You keep on saying, I love the studies. The studies are great. Well, here's a great study for you to take a look at. Women inside of office spaces, they get really cold. And the men don't. Why? Why is that? Do you know why that is?
Can you tell me?
Well, I'm asking you. Do you know why that is?
I mean,
It's
it's a
because their
probing
physiology
question.
is
You can
completely
just
different,
say
so
why.
they can't regulate their temperature in the same way that males can regulate their temperature. This is
Yeah.
why when they work outside, they're less prone to get heat stroke, they're less prone to have all sorts of different issues that women are more prone to have. So yes, there are these kind of physiological barriers, not just the, well, if I was raised to be a construction worker, I could be one. Nope. There's still physiological barriers which exist between the two sexes.
Yes, I was never denying that. I was just saying that there are still women. It's just, because we're not raised like to do those kind of things. Men are raised typically, traditionally, more masculine and to work more masculine jobs. There's not going to be a father teaching most of the time. I mean, I was taught to do, like, to fix my own tables and...
Women do better academically than men do inside of the United States, overwhelmingly. And they're far more likely to complete their education. So who's telling them then not to do these jobs if you say they're not raised, or somebody's giving them some kind of barrier to entry?
I just think I just think it's like a pointless argument because, like, yes, it's a more male-dominated field to do like these hard labor jobs, but you guys simultaneously will complain about like building society and how you guys are the
but
ground.
that's a straw man. So
Before I get
I'm
to
not
you,
straw manning,
you
it's
wanted to
just-
come in. You were raising your hand, right?
I mean, this was actually from a really long time ago. This was an entirely different topic. It was actually over the topic of prostitution and everything like that, and that was a long time ago. This isn't
Okay, go ahead.
With the jobs and the mentioning of the jobs and the education, women weren't allowed to get jobs and get educated until within the last, what was it, a century, or the last century, or even half of a century?
Women have always done better at education than men have inside of the United States. You're only talking
But they were
now,
raised to get married and have
also,
children.
They weren't allowed
which
to
was
get their
based-
degrees.
Stop,
They
you
weren't
gotta let me
permitted.
finish.
You like
You have
Reagan's
to let me finish the point.
presidency. That's
Please,
All right, you
just
don't
let
let
him
fantasy.
finish.
If you don't let me finish the point, you won't even know what I'm saying. Okay.
My apologies.
What you're talking about is when women started going to higher education, universities and things like this.
Yes.
Try to understand the educational distinctions here. That a college degree now is worth far less than it used to be because as more people are allowed to go do X thing, the standards necessarily have to get lowered. Always. So you're always applying to the lowest common denominator. Would you agree that that's true?
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah, so pretend, right, that before college was about rewarding the best and the brightest. Only the smartest could go, okay? The smartest everywhere, those were the ones who went to college. But now anybody can go. Do you think that they would have the same standards as when only the smartest people could go? If now everybody could do it.
I just feel like that's another probing question.
Yeah,
All right,
it is
here,
a
I need
probing
to-
question. So I would like you to answer it, though.
I mean, I guess I don't have a hard opinion on college.
I mean,
or-
logically, if now...
yes, they would want the smartest
I almost
people.
entailed it in the question,
They
like
would
this
want
must
the smart,
be true.
Yes, they would want the smartest people. Like
No! Okay.
Here, let me get a couple chats in.
I'm dumb woman. Sorry.
Okay,
I'm
this
sorry,
is
too.
Let's look at it this way also. So statistically, and I mean, if single father raising his children and a single mother raising her kids, whose kids or which of the kids do you think tend to do better in the society? Of course, you know the answer. But again, that is the reason why, if you look at a home where the father is not present, you see the way the kids behave, right? But look at a household where the kids or where both parents are together in the household. You would realize, or you would see how the kids are going to behave. Now, look in a household where the father or the mother is not present, but the father is doing it alone. You would also see the difference. But again, let's just deny all the fact and believe that, oh, women are stronger than men, and believe that women can do the exact same job as men, because this is why modern feminists are cancer to the society. They just want to cause separation and division, and they are practically deceiving these modern women, and these modern women are buying into this BS and this nonsense ideology to think it is true, because they know the truth for themselves. Let me just ask this question and I'll just end it here. If you were to hire a contractor, and all the contractors that came to your house, let me say as a woman, you hired contractors and you wanted people to build your house, and the contractor brings women to be builders to build your house. Simply, I need an honest answer. As a woman, would you employ all those female builders to build your house? Would you trust your house to be built by those women? This is not a question whether you are trying to be a misandrist or a misogynistic person, but the truth remains that even you as a woman, you will not trust your house to be built by only women builders, because where did you see that one from? Even in the movies, women only does not build house. But let's just say hypothetically, the women builders built your home and it was good. You as a woman, would you sleep in that house with your two eyes closed? Of course not. But let us just keep deceiving ourselves that a woman is strong and a woman can do the job of a man, and a woman can do exactly what a man can do, or a woman is stronger than a man. Let's just keep deceiving ourselves and move on. But let me know what you think. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I would really love to share that. Can share the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.